I've been rasping and scraping and spoke shaving along the limbs, trying to get it to a brace, and this is where a lot of people will completely screw up a bow, because I've taken off a lot of wood and not a lot's happening. This is the time when it's tempting to think, oh, I'll reach for the power sander or something more crude, but no, it's just the point where it's starting to get critical. And I'm doing things like running my fingers along, looking for thick bits, looking at the general overall shape of the limb. There's this knotty area mid-limb that's a bit thick there. This is the area I was looking at on the last video, but from the other side. And you can see where I was hoping this knot would fall out. You can see we're actually very thick there. Yeah, look, I'm nearly an inch thick near the tip. There's also this funny sort of manky area here. There's obviously a knot goes through, but there's a bit of a shake or a crack or something there. It'd be nice if that had come out. That's the side I was dealing with that had that dip. I don't know if you can see the sort of crazy shape of it all, but if we look at it lined up with the string, how we're sort of slightly off the edge of the log, you know, everything's at an angle here. What I'll probably do is thin it, and we'll end up with thin sapwood this side, thin heartwood that side. We've just got to do what we've got to do, but it's a matter of doing it gently and slowly and seeing what unfolds as we work on it. It's this stage where you think, oh, I've taken off all this wood, nothing's happening, I wish I'd roughed it out tighter in the first place. But if you do that, you can find there's knots appear and you haven't got any room to get round. Let's grasp the bull by the horns and just rasp some of this excess thickness off the heartwood here. But the problem is, this is the side, oh, this is driving me loopy. If I take thickness off the heartwood this side, if I go straight across the back, I'm going to have no heartwood here. So what do? Do I end up with a slopey belly? Do I take some sapwood off there? Answers on a postcard. Well, I suppose the answer is I do a little bit of each, really. If I rasp at an angle, so I'm taking it off this side, but I'm not taking any off where there's not much heartwood. So really I'm just shaping it to suit the shape that the actual stave is. And you're working with the wood, trying to not work against it. Right, taking off some heartwood. There, that's looking a bit better, that face. If we take a whisker more sapwood off, perhaps. And all this is also flattening the back of the bow, so it'll be improving the overall shape of it. So you're trying to solve as many problems as you can in one go, and that's looking more like a reasonable thickness. This is the stuff that nobody ever shows you, really, and if you don't know, if you've not met it before, you panic and think, oh my god, I've got no heartwood there, I've got too much heartwood the other side, the sky's going to fall down. I've done some more rasping here and it's beginning to tidy up. We've lost some of that knot that's going off the side. I've been rounding corners, I've been tapering the tip where the knot's going to go a little bit more, and gradually some of the problems are disappearing. You can see where I had le for leave. I've just gone in a tiny bit and taken off the corner, which is making it look like there's more heartwood. See, these things can often be deceptive. Where the heartwood is going through the bow at an angle, it's fat there and thin there. Somewhere in the middle, it's somewhere in between. So if as we reduce the width of the bow, it's going to get more and more the same either side. Obviously you can't take it away to nothing. We're still a bit fat here, but it's just beginning to get you know, the feel of the tip of a bow. I'm not very keen on this ugly bit here, so I'm going to pick at it with me, it's an old ground down needle file. I'm going to pick away at it, because I reckon once that's opened up, or once the bow's flexing, you could easily find there's a weak point here and you're getting a crack opening up. So I'd rather open up between there and there, dig out all the crud, Yeah, I can see it does actually go through, goes in here and comes out there. Well, that might disappear off the side of the bow as I narrow it, but if I start trying to narrow it, it's liable to tear out and end up with a big missing chunk or whatever. The thing to do is clean it out as much as possible now, fill it as well as I can, and then if it all rasps out and disappears, fine. Alright, I've wasted a little bit of work, but I've potentially saved, you know, a major rip out that could spoil a bow. So don't want to spoil the ship for a ha'porth of tar.